Hello friends, welcome back to our channel Exam Buddy. Now let's do our assignment for Air Pollution and Control, Week 9, Assignment 9. So the first question is, which natural self-cleansing property of the atmosphere is described as the most important natural mechanism for removing large heavy particles and is primarily effective for particles larger than 20 micrometer in size? So these are the options, and now let's check the explanation. So explanation says gravitational settling. Gravitational settling is the most important natural mechanism under which large heavy particles from the ambient air settle down. So the answer of our first question is D. And now let's go to our question number two. Which two type of particulate control devices are often used as pre-cleaners for other collection devices and are utilized to control industrial dust emissions? So these are the options, and now let's get the explanation. So explanation says settling chambers and cyclone collectors are used to control industrial dust emission and as pre-cleaners for other kinds of collection devices. So the answer of our second question is B, settling chambers and cyclone collectors. And now let's go to our question number three. The collection efficiency NdP of a device for particles of diameter dp is mathematically defined as. So these are the option, and now let's check the explanation. So explanation says particulate collection efficiency and mu is equal to 1 number of particles per meter cube of gas out, number of particles per meter cube of gas in. So the answer of our third question is C. And now let's go to our question number 4. Which removal mechanism involves introducing a particle containing gas stream into an electric field, causing the particles to become charged and then migrate to one of the device's surface for collection? So these are the options, and now let's check the explanation. So explanation says electrostatic attraction. The particle containing gas stream is introduced into a device in which the particles are charged and then subjected to an electric field which causes them to migrate to one of the surface of the device where they are held and collected. So the answer of our fourth question is D, electrostatic attraction. And now let's go to our question number 5. In the operation of an electrostatic precipitation, the device is least effective for particles in which specific size range due to the limitation of both contact and diffusion charging mechanism. So these are the options, and now let's check the explanation. So explanation says electrostatic precipitation. There is a difficult to control range between 0.1 to 1.0 micrometer due to the size dependent limitations of both of these charging mechanism. So the answer of our fifth question is C. And now let's go to our question number 6. Which of the following is defined as the actual gas flow rate at maximum operating conditions divided by the total fabric area in the baghouse? So these are the options, and now let's check the explanation. So explanation says the gross air to cloth ratio is defined as the actual gas flow rate at maximum operating conditions divided by the total fabric area in the baghouse. So the answer of our sixth question is C, the air to cloth ratio. And now let's go to our question number 7. Which mechanism of adsorption involves a chemical reaction between the gaseous contaminant adsorbate and the solid surface of the adsorbent, resulting in the formation of a chemical bond? So these are the options, and now let's check the explanation. So explanation says chemisorption. Chemical adsorption. Chemisorption result from the chemical interaction between the gas and the solid. The gas is held to the surface of the adsorbate by the formation of a chemical bond. So the answer of our seventh question is B, chemical adsorption. Now let's go to our question number 8. In the context of adsorption capacity relationship, what term is used for a plot that relates the amount of vapor adsorbed versus the temperature and shows that the amount adsorbed decreases with increased temperature at a constant pressure? So these are the options, and now let's check the explanation. So explanation says adsorption. Isostere. The isostere is a plot of the natural log of the pressure versus the reciprocal of absolute temperature and so on. So the answer of our eighth question is C, isostere. And now let's go to our question number 9. Which type of high temperature gas phase oxidation system is primarily used for the disposal of intermittent or emergency emissions of combustible gas from industrial sources such as oil refineries and chemical plants? So these are the options, and now let's check the explanation. So explanation says used for the disposal of intermittent or emergency emissions of combustible gas from industrial sources. Flares are used mainly at oil refineries and chemical plants that handle large volumes of combustible gases. They can have organic compound destruction efficiencies exceeding 98%. So the answer of our ninth question is D, flares. And now let's go to our question number 10. Condensation systems are classified into three main categories based on temperature. Which category operates at the coldest range, typically between minus 100 degree Fahrenheit and minus 320 degree Fahrenheit, minus 75 degree Celsius to minus 195 degree Celsius, and often use liquefied gas like nitrogen or carbon dioxide. So these are the options. And now let's take the explanation. So explanation says cryogenic condenser minus 100 degree Fahrenheit to minus 320 degree Fahrenheit. So the answer of our 10th question is C. Now submit your answer. So friends, if you want more assignment answer in future, so you have to do one thing, you have to subscribe our channel. So thank you friends for watching our video.